In this video, I'll discuss about the solution of simultaneous system of linear equations using the Cramer's rule. So first let us see, when we are given two equations and in two unknowns. Say for example, let a given system of linear equations be a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Now let us take the determinant d is equal to the determinant of the coefficient of x and y. So d is nothing but the determinant of a1, a2, b1, b2. And now let us take the determinant d1 by replacing the coefficient of x terms with the constant terms. So d1 is c1, c2, b1, b2. Then d2 is, in this determinant we have to replace the coefficient of y terms with the constant terms. So d2 will be a1, a2, c1, c2. Now we will see how we can use these determinants to find the value of x and y. Now consider x into d is equal to x into the determinant a1, a2, b1, b2, or xd is equal to a1x, a2x, b1, b2. Now let us apply the property, applying c1 changing to c1 plus y c2. So in that case we will have x into d is equal to a1x plus b1y, here a2x plus b2y, and here b1, b2. So this is equal to, here if we take these two equations as equation 1, from here we can see a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. So in place of a1x plus b1y we can substitute c1, and in place of a2x plus b2y equal to c2 we can substitute a2x plus b2y as c2. So this is equal to c1, c2, and here b1, b2. So from 1. Now we can see that this determinant is nothing but it is the determinant d1. So this is equal to d1. Therefore x is equal to d1 by d. Similarly we can show that y is equal to d2 by d. So this is how we can easily find the value of x and y using these determinants. This method of finding the value of x and y using determinants is called Cramer's rule. So here when we are given a system of linear equations in two unknowns, we can find d using this determinant, d1 using this determinant, and d2 using this determinant. And from these we can find the value of x and y. X is equal to d1 by d and y is equal to d2 by d. Now if d is not equal to 0, then we say the solution is, the system is consistent and it has a unique solution. On the other hand, if d is equal to 0 and d1 or d2 not equal to 0, in this case we will say the system is inconsistent and there is no solution. So here if we have d equal to 0 and d1 or d2 not equal to 0, then x or y will not be defined. So in this case we say the system is not consistent. On the other hand, if we have d equal to d1 equal to d2 equal to 0, then in that case we will say the system has infinitely many solutions. Now we will see the solution of three linear equations. Now we are given three equations in three unknowns x, y and z. So here we will take the first determinant D as the coefficients of x, y and z. So D is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Now let us take D1 as in place of the coefficients of x, we have to have the constant terms. So in place of A1, A2, A3, we will replace it by D1, D2, D3. Then let us take the next determinant D2 as in place of the coefficient of y terms B1, B2, B3, we need to have the constant terms D1, D2, D3. So here D2 is nothing but this determinant A1, D1, C1, A2, D2, C2, A3, D3, C3. Now the next determinant is D3. Here we will have the same determinant D, except that in place of the coefficient of z term, we need to replace it with the constant terms D1, D2, D3. So we have A1, B1, D1, A2, B2, D2, A3, B3, D3. Now we will see how we can find the solution of this equation using the determinants. So now we will take these two determinants. D is equal to A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3, and D1 is this determinant. Now let us consider x into D is equal to x into the same determinant. So here we can bring this x inside in the first column. So we have xa1, xa2, xa3, here b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. Now applying c1 changing to c1 plus yc2 plus zc3. So we have x into d is equal to a1x plus b1y plus c1z, a2x plus b2y plus c2z, a3x plus b3y plus c3z. Here b1, b2, b3 and c1, c2, c3. So from the given three equations, we can see that a1x plus b1y plus c1 is nothing but d1. So this is equal to d1. Then a2x plus b2y plus c2z is d2. a3x plus b3y plus c3z is d3. Here b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. So this is nothing but this is the determinant d1. This is equal to d1. So from this we can find x is equal to d1 by d, where d1 is this determinant and d is this determinant. Similarly, we can find the values of y as d2 by d and z as d3 by d. So this method of finding the value of x, y and z is called Cramer's rule. So here when we have a system of three linear equations in three unknowns, then using these determinants we can find the value of x, y and z. Here again, if d is not equal to 0, then the system is consistent and has a unique solution. If d is equal to 0 and d1 or d2 or d3 not equal to 0, in this case the system is inconsistent and it does not have a solution, because if you have here 0, then x, y or z is not defined. When we have d equal to d1 equal to d2 equal to D3 equal to 0. In this case, the system has infinite number of solutions. Now we will see the problems. These problems I have taken from exercise 5.5 from chapter 5 determinants of the book Class 12 Applied Mathematics by M.L. Agarwal. Using Cramer's rule, solve the following system of linear equations. So the first one is first subdivision 3x plus y equal to 5 and x plus 2y equal to 3. So first we will write all the determinants. So D is the determinant containing the coefficients of x and y. So it is 3, 1, 1, 2. This is D. So let us find the value. This is equal to 6 minus 1, it is 5. Then D1 is the determinant where the coefficients of x terms are replaced with the constant terms. So D1 is equal to determinant of 5, 3, 1. So it is equal to 10 minus 3, 7. Then D2 is, in this determinant D, we have to replace the coefficient of y terms with the constant terms. So D2 is 3, 1, 5, 3. So this is equal to 9 minus 5 equal to 4. So we know that using Cramer's rule, we have x is equal to d1 by d. So this is equal to 7 by 5 and y is equal to d2 by d, or this is equal to 4 by 5. So we have found the value of x and y very easily using Cramer's rule. The next one, 2x minus y equal to 70 and 3x plus 5y equal to 6. So here let us write D is 2 minus 1, 3, 5. So we are writing the coefficient of x here, coefficient of y here of the first equation. Then the coefficient of x is 3, writing it in the second row, coefficient of y is 5. So this is equal to 10 minus of minus 3 is 10 plus 3, it is 13. Then D1 is, here in place of the coefficient of x terms, we have to substitute the constant terms. 17, 6, minus 1, 5. So this is equal to 85 minus of minus 6 is plus 6. So it is equal to 91. Then D2 is, here in place of the coefficient of y terms, we have to substitute the constant terms. 2, 3, 17, 6. So this is equal to 12 minus 51. So it is minus 39. So using Cramer's rule, x is equal to d1 by d. So it is equal to 91 by 13. 91 by 13 is 7. Y is equal to d2 by d. It is equal to minus 39 by 13 equal to minus 3. So therefore, x is equal to 7, y is equal to minus 3. The next question, 2x minus 7y minus 13 equal to 0. 5x plus 6y minus 9 equal to 0. We usually should write these equations in the standard form, that is in the form ax plus by equal to c. So here is nothing but 2x minus 7y equal to 13 and 5x plus 6y equal to 9. Now let us write D. D is 2 minus 7, 5, 6. So this is equal to 12 plus 35. So it is 47. Then D1 is, in place of the coefficient of x, we have to write the constant terms. So this is equal to 78 plus 63, or it is equal to 141. Then D2 is, in place of the coefficient of y terms in D, we have to write the constant terms. So this is equal to 18 minus 65, or it is equal to minus 47. And now, using Cramer's rule, we have x is equal to d1 by d. So it is 141 divided by 47. It is equal to 3. And y is equal to d2 by d. It is equal to minus 47 by 47. It is equal to minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to 3, y is equal to minus 1. Next question. 2 by x plus 3 by y equal to 2, 5 by x plus 8 by y equal to 31 by 6. So when we have questions of this type, we have to take, let x is equal to 1 by p. So from this we have p is equal to 1 by x and y is equal to 1 by 2. So from this we get 2 is equal to 1 by y. So we can substitute here. We will get 2p plus 3q is equal to 2 and 5p plus 8q is equal to 31 by 6. So from this we can find the value of p and q, and then if we take the reciprocal we will get the value of x and y. So for this let us find d, d1 and d2. So d is equal to 2, 3, 5, 8. So this is equal to 16 minus 15, it is equal to 1. Then d1 is equal to, in place of coefficient of x, we should have the constant terms. So this is equal to 16 minus 31 by 6 into 3. So it is 31 by 2. If we take 2 as the LCM, we will get 32 minus 31 by 2, or it is equal to 1 by 2. Then d2 is 2, 5 to 31 by 6. So this is equal to 2 into 31 by 6 minus 10. We take 3 as the LCM, we get 31 minus 30 by 3, or it is equal to 1 by 3. So P is d1 by d. So it is half divided by 1, it is half. And Q is d2 by d. So it is 1 by 3 divided by 1, it is 1 by 3. Now x is equal to 1 by p. P we got as 1 by, p is equal to half. So it is 1 by 2, which is equal to 2. And y is equal to 1 by q. Q we have got as 1 by 3. So 1 by 1 by 3 is equal to 3. Therefore, X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to 3. The next question, we have 3 equations in 3 unknowns. 5x minus 7y plus z is equal to 11. 6x minus 8y minus z is equal to 15. 3x plus 2y minus 6z is equal to 7. So using Cramer's rule, we have to solve this system of linear equations. So first let us take b is equal to 5 minus 7, 1, 6 minus 8 minus 1, 3, 2 minus 6. So this is equal to, let us expand along R1. So this is equal to 5 into 48 plus 2 minus of minus plus 7 into minus 36 plus 3 plus 1 into 12 plus 24. So this is equal to 250 minus 231 plus 36. So when we simplify, we get 55. Now we will find d1. d1 in place of coefficient of x terms, we have to substitute the constant terms. d1 is equal to 11, 15, 7, minus 7, minus 8, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 6. So expanding along R1, seven into 48 plus 2 minus of minus plus 7 into minus 90 plus 7 plus 1 into 30 plus 56. So this is equal to 11 into 50, 550 minus 7 into 83, 581 plus 86. So this is again equal to 55. So let me continue here. Now we will find d2. d2 will be, we have to take the coefficient of x terms. So 5, 6, 3. In place of coefficient of y terms, we have to substitute the constants and then the coefficient of z terms. So this is equal to, expanding along R1, five into minus 90 plus 7 minus 11 into minus 36 plus 3 plus 1 into 42 minus 45. So this is equal to minus 83 into 5 plus 11 into 33 minus 3. So when we simplify, we get minus 55. Then d3 is determinant of 5, 6, 3 minus 7 minus 8, 2, 7, 15, 7. So this is equal to, expanding along R1, 5 into minus 56 minus 30 minus of minus 7 plus 7 into 42 minus 45 plus 11 into 12 plus 24. So this is equal to minus 430 minus 21 plus 396. So this is equal to minus 55. Now x is equal to d1 by d. So d1 we got 55 and d is also 55. So this is equal to 55 by 55. It is equal to 1. Then y is equal to d2 by d. d2 here we got minus 55. So minus 55 by d is 55 equal to minus 1. Then z is equal to d3 by d. So it is equal to minus d3 we got minus 55. Minus 55 by d is 55. So this is also equal to minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1 and z is equal to minus 1. This is using Cramer's rule. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.